Have you ever stopped to think that by age 80 your muscles will probably have shrunk by half compared to when you were younger? That's right, half. And the curious thing is that almost no doctors talk about this with their patients, much less younger ones. Few people know that some simple teas, the kind you might already have in your kitchen, can help you regain some of that lost strength, even after age 70 or 80. It may seem like an exaggeration, but what if I told you that one of the most effective ways to regain muscle strength doesn't involve a gym, expensive supplements, or complicated treatments? Instead, it's something much more accessible and natural. Before I continue, I want to know if you're really paying attention. If you're with me this far, leave a comment of 1. If not, leave a 0, and tell me what you'd like to see instead. I'm Dr. Anna Laura, and I want to share with you something that could completely change the way you view your body's aging process. Recent studies show that certain herbal teas, when consumed at the right time and in the right dosage, can activate the neuromuscular system and stimulate muscle protein production, sometimes within hours. But we're not just talking about muscles or appearance. We're talking about something much more important: your autonomy, your confidence, and the freedom to live your life as you choose. There's a detail that almost no one knows. When muscle mass begins to decline, around age 60, the problem isn't just with the muscle fibers themselves. What really starts to fail is the communication between your muscles and your brain. Imagine the nerve connections as electrical wires that power your muscles. If these wires begin to weaken, your muscles lose strength, and there's no point in overdoing protein or spending hours at the gym. Without this connection, nothing works properly. The good news is that nature has already given us some powerful tools. Natural compounds, found in common herbs, have the potential to restore these connections, combat inflammation, and help your body rebuild muscles naturally, without medication or side effects. And today, I want to introduce you to 3 specific teas that can be drunk daily to strengthen the body, reduce feelings of weakness, and restore energy sustainably, whether you're 60, 70, or over 80. Let's better understand what happens to our bodies as the years go by. As we age, especially after 60, a silent change begins to occur. Muscles lose volume, strength diminishes, and energy wanes. You notice this in small ways. Getting up from a chair becomes more difficult. Carrying grocery bags seems like a challenge. Even walking can become tiring. This loss of strength doesn't just affect your body, it directly impacts your freedom of movement, your balance, your safety, and your overall quality of life. This process has a name: sarcopenia. It affects virtually everyone, and every decade after age 60, you can lose between 3% and 8% of your muscle mass. But, and this is very important, this loss is not definitive. Your body has an incredible ability to recover. The key is to give it the right stimuli, and that's exactly what I want to share with you today. If there's one thing most people don't know, it's that your muscles are incredibly intelligent. They're living tissue, and more than that, adaptable. They respond to what you give them: good nutrients, the right stimuli, and the right signals. And yes, even at 60, 70, or 80, your body is still capable of strengthening itself again. You just have to give it what it needs. Muscle loss is actually the result of a combination of factors. The main ones include natural hormonal changes with age, lack of regular physical activity, an unbalanced diet, constant inflammation, and, perhaps most importantly, a breakdown in communication between your brain and your muscles. But that's where I want to show you 3 powerful natural teas capable of directly acting on these causes. Let's start with the first one. Tea number 1, green tea, the natural shield for your muscles. You've probably heard that green tea is good for your health, right? It's often associated with weight loss or heart health, but what almost no one talks about is its impact on preserving muscle mass, especially after age 60. As we age, our metabolism slows. We burn fewer calories, muscles regenerate more slowly, and inflammation begins to appear more frequently. At the same time, the body begins to accumulate free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. And all of this snowballs. You feel more tired, weaker, and lose muscle mass more easily. Green tea is one of the most natural ways to break this cycle. It's incredibly rich in catechins, antioxidant plant compounds, and the most powerful of these is EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. You can think of EGCG as a veritable protective shield. It helps reduce cellular damage, improves circulation, and accelerates muscle recovery after physical exertion. Every cup you drink is helping your body rebuild itself from the inside out. Renewed energy, every day. One of the most common complaints I hear from people over 60 is, "Doctor, I wake up tired," or, "After lunch, my body seems to shut down." This happens because the body begins to lose efficiency in using energy. Instead of transforming what we eat into energy, it ends up storing it as fat, especially in the abdominal region. Green tea helps reverse this scenario. It improves fat metabolism, transforming calories into useful energy rather than storage. This means more energy throughout the day, more focus, and less fatigue. That's why those who include green tea in their daily routine often feel more alert and vital, preserving what you've built. But perhaps the most important point of all is this. Green tea not only gives you energy, but it also protects your muscles from degradation. Starting at age 60, the body begins to destroy muscle protein faster than it can produce it. It's a silent but constant process, and if left unchecked, it accelerates. Studies show that the catechins in green tea help slow the breakdown of muscle protein. This means you can maintain your existing strength while also facilitating the growth of new muscle. In other words, you not only avoid muscle loss, but you can actually gain muscle, fighting the invisible enemy, inflammation. Finally, we can't ignore one of the biggest culprits of aging, chronic inflammation. It's responsible for persistent pain, joint stiffness, loss of mobility, and even more serious illnesses. It's as if the body is constantly on alert, and this wears everything down. Green tea has proven anti-inflammatory properties. It helps calm this internal fire, reducing pain and improving muscle and joint recovery. And best of all, it doesn't have the side effects of common anti-inflammatories. Green tea isn't just a beverage. It's almost like a silent ally, working within you to extinguish an invisible fire, chronic inflammation. This constant fire that burns in your tissues can be the main culprit behind that stiffness upon waking, the aching legs after a brisk walk, or the feeling of fatigue that strikes for no apparent reason. Now, imagine waking up feeling lighter, walking without that joint discomfort, gardening or climbing stairs without recovery taking hours. This is what starts to happen when you reduce inflammation and improve your circulation, and green tea is a big part of that. Circulation is life. Think of your circulation as a strong, clean river that runs through your entire body. This river carries oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, organs, and brain. When this flow is good, your body functions better, recovers faster, and has more energy. But when it weakens, everything begins to fail. Muscles lose strength, fatigue sets in, and weakness becomes routine. Green tea has the ability to keep blood vessels flexible and healthy, allowing this river to continue flowing at full strength. With each cup, you're helping your body deliver more fuel to your muscles and tissues. This translates into increased energy, increased endurance, and more efficient muscle recovery. The brain also thanks, but it's not just the body that benefits. The brain, which controls everything, also receives special attention. And when the brain is sharper, you feel the difference. Improved focus, coordination, and balance. And do you know what that means? Fewer stumbles, fewer falls, and more confidence to move without fear. The secret lies in a compound called U-want, an amino acid found in green tea. It works in tandem with caffeine, but in a different way. Instead of causing jitters, it brings a sense of calm focus, mental clarity, and steady energy. So, by drinking green tea, you're not only strengthening your muscles, but also giving your brain what it needs to keep everything else functioning well. How much to take and when? You don't need to overdo it. 2 cups a day are enough to feel the difference. 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, for example. If you're sensitive to caffeine, you can opt for decaffeinated green tea. It maintains all the antioxidant benefits without affecting your sleep. The most important thing isn't the quantity, but the regularity. A sip here and there won't do miracles, but when it becomes a habit, the results appear, and your body begins to respond. Tea number 2, ginger tea, the heat that heals. Now I want to introduce you to one of the oldest and most respected natural remedies in the world, ginger tea. Present in various cultures for thousands of years, ginger is known for its healing and strengthening properties. When made into a hot tea, it becomes a true daily self-care ritual, a moment of connection with your body and your health. Most people associate ginger with cooking or perhaps that stomach-soothing soda. But what few know is that, when consumed regularly, ginger tea acts as a powerful natural anti-inflammatory, capable of improving circulation, relieving pain, and restoring muscle strength over the years. Understanding body signals. After 60, your body starts sending you messages. Your joints feel stiffer in the morning. Walking requires more effort than before. Your legs may feel heavier, or your feet may swell easily. Small activities that once went unnoticed now leave you feeling more tired, or even in pain. These are clear signs of inflammation and compromised circulation, and if left untreated, the condition worsens, damaging your muscles, limiting your movement, and gradually taking away your independence. That's where ginger tea comes into play. A natural and powerful anti-inflammatory ginger contains compounds called gingerols, which have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. They help reduce swelling, relieve muscle and joint pain, and improve blood flow. In other words, they act directly on the root of the problem, the inflammation that hinders your movement and weakens your muscles. Furthermore, ginger warms the body from the inside out. It stimulates circulation, delivers more nutrients to where they're needed, and gives the body a feeling of relief and vigor. Over time, this simple tea can help you regain lightness of movement, agility in your legs, and even the pleasure of walking without pain. Ginger, the fire that heals inside ginger. There are two extremely powerful compounds, ginger, oise, and game. You can think of these difficult names as little natural fire extinguishers running through your body, dousing the fires of inflammation. They work by calming inflamed tissues, relaxing irritated joints, and giving your body a chance to heal itself, instead of continuing to wear itself out. Now imagine this. You wake up, get out of bed, and for the first time in a long time, your knees feel less stiff. Those twinges in your back feel softer. Your legs move more steadily. This is what can happen when your body finally begins to rid itself of constant inflammation. And ginger tea can be a key part of this process. Circulation. Refueling your muscles. One of the biggest challenges for aging people is maintaining good circulation. After all, your muscles are like engines. And like any engine, they need fuel. This fuel comes from the blood, which carries oxygen and nutrients to where the body needs them most. But when circulation decreases, muscles receive less food, and they begin to weaken, tire more quickly, and lose their ability to recover. Ginger is a natural circulation stimulant. It warms the body from within, dilates blood vessels, and makes blood flow more easily. This means that with every cup of ginger tea, you're helping to deliver more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, joints, and tissues. Over time, this translates into increased strength, increased endurance, and a much faster recovery. Move without fear. Many people, after 60, start moving less, not out of laziness, but out of fear. Fear of the pain, the discomfort, the stiffness that comes after a simple walk. But here's the secret. The less you move, the faster you lose muscle. It's a dangerous and silent cycle. Ginger tea can help break this cycle. It has the ability to reduce muscle pain when consumed before or after physical activity. This means you'll be able to garden longer, take that walk you've been avoiding, climb stairs with more confidence, and the next day, you'll feel good enough to do it all again. What almost no one tells you. Digestion and muscles are connected. There is a detail that few people consider. Without good digestion, there is no way to build strong muscles. You can eat the best protein in the world, but if your body isn't absorbing it properly, it's all for nothing. Your muscles won't receive the material they need to grow and maintain. Ginger is one of the best natural digestive aids. It helps soothe the stomach, reduces uncomfortable bloating, and stimulates enzymes that break down proteins and other nutrients. With a well-functioning digestive system, every meal you eat becomes real fuel for your muscles and recovery. Light legs, light body. Do your legs feel swollen at the end of the day? Or heavy, like you're carrying sandbags? This is a result of poor circulation and the fluid retention, something very common as we age, but ginger can help here too. It has a mild, natural diuretic effect, which means it helps the body eliminate excess accumulated fluids. By reducing this swelling, you'll feel a real difference. Your legs feel lighter, walking becomes easier, and your muscles can work more freely. It sounds simple, but this lightness changes everything. Your balance improves, your rhythm returns, and most importantly, you feel like moving again. Make ginger tea part of your routine. Including ginger tea in your routine doesn't have to be difficult. Just 1 cup a day, perhaps in the afternoon, after lunch, or at night to relax, is enough to start noticing the benefits. The most important thing is constancy. Don't expect results by taking it once a week, but make it a habit, a little moment just for you, and your body will thank you with lighter, more energy, and more freedom to live the life you deserve. How to use ginger tea in your daily life. You don't need anything complicated to get started. A piece of fresh ginger, thinly sliced, boiled for about 10 minutes in water, and voila, you have a potent tea, full of warmth and vitality. If you prefer something more practical, a ginger tea bag also works very well. The most important thing of all is consistency. A cup in the morning can be just what your body needs to wake up. It stimulates circulation, warms the body, and prepares you for a more active day. A cup at night helps relax muscles, ease digestion, and prepare the body for a deeper, more restorative sleep. And here comes a secret that few know. Ginger works even better when combined with movement. For example, try drinking ginger tea and then taking a light walk. Your muscles will be receiving more oxygen and nutrients, which means more energy and less pain. If you drink it after stretching or light exercise, you'll notice faster recovery and less stiffness. This creates a positive cycle. Ginger tea stimulates movement, movement strengthens muscles, and stronger muscles increase your freedom and confidence. It's a self-care wheel that turns in your favor. Tea number 3, hibiscus, the circulation restorer. Now, I want to introduce you to a gift from nature that is as beautiful as it is powerful. The hibiscus tea, you may have seen it around, that deep, almost mesmerizing red color. But what many don't know is that behind this vibrant beauty lies an extremely effective natural remedy for something that becomes increasingly important with age: blood circulation. When internal traffic starts to stop, as we age, blood vessels lose elasticity, blood pressure rises, and blood no longer flows as easily. This directly affects the muscles, which no longer receive enough oxygen and nutrients to remain strong and active. That's why so many people over 60 feel weak in the legs, get tired after even short walks, or notice swollen feet and ankles. It's not just fatigue, it's lack of food for the muscles. They are literally starving. This is where hibiscus tea comes into play. The natural mechanics of your circulation. Think of hibiscus as a gentle mechanic, stepping in to cleanse, relax, and open the pathways of your circulatory system. It helps blood vessels expand, improves flow, and restores the body's lightness it needs to move freely. Additionally, hibiscus is loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins and vitamin C. These compounds combat free radicals, which are like little sparks that rust your body from the inside, damaging tissues, muscles, and joints. When you drink hibiscus tea regularly, you're protecting your body against this wear and tear. It's like applying a protective oil to your joints, blood vessels, and muscles, preventing them from prematurely deteriorating. Natural support for blood pressure. One of the most impressive effects of hibiscus is its ability to help reduce blood pressure naturally. High blood pressure is one of the most common conditions after age 60, and it doesn't just affect the heart. When blood pressure rises, arteries constrict, making it harder to transport nutrients to muscles and other tissues. The result? You feel weaker, slower, and more tired. By including hibiscus tea in your routine, you can help your body keep your blood pressure under control, naturally, without relying solely on medication. And when your blood pressure is balanced, everything improves. Your heart works with less effort, your muscles receive more nutrition, and your energy levels increase significantly. Hibiscus. Circulation, lightness, and clear mind. When blood circulation isn't good, the whole body feels it. Muscles weaken, energy drains, and even simple tasks like climbing stairs or walking to the grocery store start to feel challenging. Over time, this translates into constant fatigue, a higher risk of falls, and a feeling of always carrying weight. But the hibiscus tea can help change this scenario. It has a powerful effect on blood vessels. It helps relax them, allowing blood to circulate more freely. This means that more oxygen and nutrients reach the muscles, exactly what they need to recover, grow, and stay strong. Many people who start drinking hibiscus tea report something curious, a relief in their legs, as if they feel lighter. Walking seems easier, their energy levels increase, and this transformation doesn't come from a miracle. but from something simple. The muscles are finally being well nourished. No more bloating, more freedom to move. As we age, it's common to experience swelling in our legs, ankles, or feet. That uncomfortable sensation that gives us the feeling of being trapped inside our own body. This fluid retention, called edema, besides being uncomfortable, weakens the muscles over time and impairs movement. Hibiscus, in addition to being an antioxidant, is also a natural and gentle diuretic. It helps the body eliminate excess fluid safely. And when this fluid is gone, pressure decreases, swelling reduces, and muscles function properly again. The result? Lighter legs, firmer steps, and a real sense of relief. The secret behind muscle rebuilding. You might be wondering, okay, but how does hibiscus help? Rebuilding my muscles? The answer is simple. Muscles don't grow on their own. They need to be fed oxygen, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. But if circulation is compromised, these nutrients don't reach where they should. Hibiscus tea improves circulation, and that transforms everything. Think of a dry plant. It may be wilted and lifeless, but all it needs is water, nutrients arriving, and it's reborn. The same happens with your muscles. When they're well irrigated, they become stronger, respond to movement, and even grow again. Mental clarity, the bonus that comes with circulation. Hibiscus doesn't just work on the body, it also has a surprising effect on the mind. Many people over 60 report memory lapses, mental confusion, or slowed thinking. This often it's not a sign of anything serious. It's poor cerebral circulation. Remember, the same blood that feeds your muscles also feeds the brain. By improving this flow, hibiscus tea helps restore clarity, focus, and that wonderful feeling of awakeness. A strong body and a sharp mind go hand in hand. And when you feel in control again, your self-confidence grows. Your independence blossoms once again. A tea that also takes care of your sleep. In addition to all this, hibiscus tea is caffeine-free, which means you can drink it at night without worrying about insomnia. On the contrary, it helps the body slow down, relax blood vessels, calm the heart, and prepare you for a deep, restful sleep. And here's something important. It is during sleep that your muscles heal and strengthen. In other words, a cup of hibiscus tea before bed is like a green light for the body. Now you can regenerate. How to prepare and when to take preparing hibiscus tea is simple. If you have dried flowers, use about 1 tablespoon for every cup of hot water, letting it steep for 10 to 15 minutes until the water turns that deep red. Then, just strain and enjoy. You can enjoy it hot or cold, and if you like, add a little honey or lemon to enhance the flavor. Prefer convenience? Hibiscus sachets work great too. The ideal is to take at least 1 cup a day, 2 if possible. 1 in the morning and 1 at night. Form a balanced routine to care for both body and mind. Just remember to maintain moderation. Hibiscus tea is powerful, and the key is regularity, not excess. If you've made it this far, congratulations. This already tells you something very important. You care about your body, your health, and your quality of life, and that is the basis for any true transformation. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean weakness, pain, or dependence. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It can adapt, heal, and even rebuild muscles, even after 60, 70, or 80 years old, as long as you give him the right signals. And as you've seen today, these signs don't have to come from expensive medications, crowded gyms, or complicated diets. Sometimes, it all starts with something as simple as a cup of tea. The green tea protects your cells, improves metabolism, and preserves your lean muscle mass. The ginger tea reduces inflammation, relieves pain, stimulates digestion, and strengthens muscles more easily. And the hibiscus tea, it reactivates your circulation, combats swelling, feeds your muscles with oxygen, and even takes care of your mind. These teas are small daily gestures, but with a huge impact, because every cup you drink is a vote in favor of your independence, your vitality, and your freedom to live with ease. Now it's up to you. If this message touched you in any way, leave a comment below. Tell us which of these teas you'll try first. Or better yet, share it with someone you love who also needs to hear this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more content like this, always based on science, real experience, and above all, respect for your journey. I am Miss Ana Laura, and I'm still here to show you that health is a possible path, at any age. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself.